Hello, this is Beacon of Light. Welcome to my channel, and today I wanted to be discussing my dream that I had, so I'll just begin. I had a dream where I decided that I wanted to buy a house. So then I was talking to this real estate agent, to this person. I couldn't really clearly see if it was a man or a woman, but all I know is that I was talking to this real estate agent, and they told me, oh, which house do you like better? And so then I decided to look at both houses, and I said, oh, okay. I was like, let me compare them. I was like, you know what? I want to live in this house because this house looks cleaner than the other one. So I chose the house that was cleaner, which is weird because they were both clean, but I chose the one that was cleaner for some odd reason. And then when I decided to choose that house, then like in the dream, it seemed like a day or two after I moved into the house. So then when I moved into that house, I decided that I wanted to wash my clothes. So then I decided to wash my clothes, and then I hung up my clothes in the backyard. Now again, as I was hanging up my clothes, I did notice that I had my dirty basket next to me, because those were the next clothes that I was going to clean. So then the very next day, my next door neighbor got really upset with me, and she got really mad because she saw that my dirty underwear was actually lying in the floor in the back of my yard. And she got upset about that. Not only was it in my yard, but it was like in between her yard and my yard. So it basically was touching her yard too. So she was really upset about this. She's like, this is your underwear. You need to go pick it up. You need to pick this up. And she seemed really upset. She seemed like she wanted to call the police on me. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, look, I'm sorry. I apologize. I was cleaning my clothes, and it must have came out of my dirty laundry. It must have somehow just slipped out and just fell on the floor. I'm sorry. So I apologized and said that I was sorry to her. And then the very next day, the same thing happened. So again, my other next door neighbor to my left, the very next day, another dirty underwear had flew in, not only in the back of my yard, but my other neighbor. My other neighbor was super upset about it. She was super upset. She looked at me like, okay. She didn't say anything, but by her expression, I can tell she's like, okay, didn't this happen like the day before? Like your dirty underwear went to your neighbor, and now there's another dirty underwear that's going to my neighbor. That's actually, is going to my house. So she looked at me like, you have no excuses at all. You have no excuses. And she just looked at me like that. She looked at me like she was really angry. She did not want to hear my excuse, because it seems like the same cycle was going on every day of my dirtiness. And she just looked at me like, she didn't say it, but I knew that what she was thinking. She looked at me like, why bother saying sorry? Why bother apologizing if you're still going through the same cycleness of your dirtiness? So again, that's where the dream ended. So again, to whoever this word is for, you want to live a clean life in your life, and you want to achieve that. You want to achieve that so bad. So again, you want to live a clean life in your life like everyone else, but it seems like you're battling it. You keep messing up in your life, making the same mistakes all over and over and over and over and over and over again. And you're stuck in the same cycle of sin. And you keep sinning in your life. And as much as you try to keep your life clean, your life is still going to continue to be dirty. If you don't make a change in your life and you don't try, then your life is going to continue to be dirty. It's going to continue to be full of sin. So again, as I wrote down here in KJV, John 8:44, I'll repeat that again. KJV, John 8:44, it says, Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of lies. So, again, sometimes when people stay in the same cycle of sin without trying to change, you're not following or listening to God. So therefore, the devil is the one who is your father, not God. So again, because you continue to sin and do lust in your life and you're not changing. So you're continuing with the same cycle and not changing. And it says that the devil from the very beginning, as I wrote down, it says that the devil from the very beginning was a liar and he is the father of lies, for there is no truth in him. So again, you should ask yourself, just think about it and just ask yourself, why should you remain in union with the devil, knowing that he does not tell the truth and who obviously is a liar? If you keep yourself in the same cycle in sin without changing, that means that you're partaking in and you're in union with the devil. So again, as I wrote down, John 8:32, and ye shall know the truth, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Again, another verse, KJV, John 8:34 through 36. Again, KJV, John 8:34 through 36. Jesus answered them, verily, verily, I say unto you, whoever committeth sin is the servant of sin. And the servant abideth not in the house forever, but the Son abideth ever. If the Son therefore shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed. So again, what this verse is basically trying to say is that you are a servant of sin. And what that means is that you are a slave of sin. So again, as I wrote down here, so I'll read it. It says, you are a slave of sin, and you are still in the same cycle of sin, day to day to day to day. And it's hard for you to get out of this sin. Therefore, you are a slave to sin. But Jesus says that if you know or recognize the truth, then Jesus will set you free from this sin. Then you're no longer in the same cycle, but free from it. So pray, know the truth of what you are doing, ask for forgiveness, repent, remain in his truth of his words, and walk in the truth. And again, you shall be set free. So again, if you want to break away from the cycle of sin, make a decision in your life and change your life. Avoid and try to stay away from situations or people that may lead you astray. Try to distance yourself from, just basically try to distance yourself from this and this life. Just try to do it. And I know that maybe it's hard for others, but again, you have to do it. You have to stay away again from these type of situations or people that may lead you astray, and try to distance yourself from them, because only then you shall be saved, like Jesus said. So again, this is Beacon of Light. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and have a very blessed day. Bye.